Hey, everybody. What's up? This is one third of your favorite podcast. Because by now, we just got to be your favorite. I think we are. It's Miss Green Eyes Net. How are you? If you haven't noticed, it's Football Friday, and me and Marilyn are repping our favorite team. But
Absolutely.
you should know by now that as well because you've been following us for at least a year, right? Go ahead and introduce yourself, cuz.
I am yours truly, the one, the only, Maryland Monroe. Culture Club, one third. Let's go. Oh, that's a little rhyme.
Okay,
Mhm.
I was gonna shout out to hip hop this week, and you was about to drop some bars. So I'm
Why
saying
not?
we,
Why not?
but I
Right.
do want to shout out hip hop this week. I have been playing around my TikTok. If you following me on TikTok, you know that I'm playing around.
Yes,
I'm trying
ma'am.
to figure that out because we so new to everything, like all of the social media apps. Because we used to just get on there and post a status or something and log off. But now
Yes.
we just have to do so much more. But shout out to Papoose and Cardi B. OMG. I'm loving the new Papoose song. If you haven't heard it, you gotta listen to it. It's called Counting Green. I played around with it on my TikTok and I had a little throwback hat on. It's not my real face, but it's a filter, but I had fun with that. And then
Yeah.
Cardi B's I Am Drama dropped today and it's good. I would give it a 10 out of 10 because you know me. I work in drama, so it's definitely something I can relate to. She disses some people on there, and I like when she says, it's a line she says that I told you I would say something when on my time. So basically her album was her time. She making money off of her diss. She just not saying it to say it. So I like that.
Right. Right. Okay, I'm about to check that out. And what's up? Thank you for tuning in, Rockwell and Mao. We really appreciate you coming through. Tonight's conversation is about red flags. Red flags, you know, some people call them red flags, some people call it discernment, some people call it warning, caution, told you so, all of those things. But we are
A
tonight
lot of bugs.
titling it red flags. So let's dig in.
Somebody's on. I gotta put on my readers.
That's okay.
So red flags, I guess we can speak on the general aspect of it because you could break it down with men, women, relationships, friendships, whatever. But red flags to me are just plain and simple red flags. Like, no
Mm-hmm.
matter how it comes, no matter what the relationship is, it's a red flag. And some people honestly don't know what a red flag is. Some people stay in a relationship thinking that it's normal, thinking that that's
Yeah.
how the person acts, even though they may have been warned by somebody previously. Sometimes we don't want to take heed to the warning
Yeah.
because we're so in love. Shout out to Beyonce. But okay, I guess let's start off naming some red flags.
No, let's start off. You tell me your top three red flags of a relationship.
This was not planned, guys, but
No, it
okay.
wasn't.
Let's see. Um, so love bombing would be one of my first red flags, and I say that because um being as though I work in a male dominated industry, you will have a lot of dudes that will come at you, think they can talk to you, but overdo it. Like
Mm.
excessive gifts, excessive bringing you dinner and doing this, doing that. And I, please pipe down. Like it's nice when you're in a relationship. And even when you're in a relationship, it can be too much. Like you don't have to constantly just keep showering me with your love. I get it. But
Yeah.
occasional love bombing is cool, but overdoing it is a red flag for me because it just says like, dang, like some guys do that and you're not even in a relationship. They just start sending you stuff, sending you stuff, sending you stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
the old school people in our life would say, nothing's for free.
Yep.
So I live by that motto. Nothing's for free. Eventually, you're going to want something from me, even if that's just to take me out to dinner. I may not
Yeah.
want to do that. So you might be sending me gifts for nothing. And because I was raised with respect and morals, I'm gonna say thank you, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
sometimes I just leave the flowers at work, or the candy, I give it to the people at work, or
Yep.
whatever the case may be. So love bombing is definitely one for me.
Yep.
Isolation, when somebody comes in your life and wants you to separate from everyone. I've had that happen to me, and you get that confused with, oh no, he really loves me, he cares about me, he only wants to be around me. We hang in the house all day, we do this. No, he's really cutting you off from everyone to get you set up for number three that I've been through, which is abuse. A red flag for me is also abuse. I've been through physical, domestic violence in a relationship, and isolation is usually a big sign that that's about to go down. So if
Yeah.
you think that your person is so in love with you that they don't want to share you with the world, it's no such thing. Nobody should love you that much. Like, I feel like I love my kids more than anything in this whole entire world, but I
Hmm.
want to share them with the world. I don't want to keep them for myself, because
That's right.
that's a red flag.
That's
Even in
right.
parenting, like how I just mentioned my kids, people can do these same things to their kids. You can love bomb on your kids. You can isolate your kids from everybody and make them think that it's only you in this world that can take care of them, when it's a whole world of people. They don't get to meet friends. They don't get to hang with the rest of their family members. And you can abuse them. So if you're if you're love bombing your kids too much and you're
Yeah.
isolating them from the world, you're mentally or physically abusing them. And that's
Red flag.
my opinion.
That's it. So
What about you? What's your top three?
my three is definitely no accountability. Like
Mm.
it's never, like something can go wrong or something can go left or whatever, and they are never responsible for what happened. They do not identify at all with their part. My grandparents used to always say a spoon can't rattle by itself.
We
So
dropping the old school knowledge today.
I am. So yeah, so and actually today is an anniversary of my grandmother's passing. So yeah, rest in peace, my grandmother. But
Yes,
but,
rest in
but
peace.
yeah, it's all happy thoughts of that. So but she always said, look, the spoon can't rattle by itself. So if in fact there is situations that occur, not all the time, but most of the time, have some type of accountability. Like break it down to see what part you played or could have played in the situation that could have prevented the outcome. So I red flag for me is someone that never does anything wrong. It's just woe is me. Life is hard. Everyone has done this to me. I've never done anything to deserve this. Accountability.
What are you
I
talking
can't
about?
I cannot deal with someone that lacks accountability. The next one is um, someone that does not identify with a higher power. If you it's a lot of things because I'm human. I am human. And there's a lot of things and thoughts and actions that I like to follow through. However, I am afraid of my higher power, and I'm afraid of the consequences that could come with that. I'm very afraid. So I don't act on blatant, premeditated things that we all could do as human. I have a fear of my highest power's punishment. So I make certain that I just sit back and allow my higher power to work on my behalf. So if someone does not have a higher power, again, we don't have to have the same God, but if you don't believe in, someone that wakes you up in the morning, that, blesses you with a job or income or anything, then you don't have, you'll do whatever with no apology, no sympathy, empathy, anything. You will do with that, whatever. So I can't, red flag for me is you don't have a higher power. I can't. I just can't. My last thing is someone that blatantly lies. Just blatantly, just lies, just like a rug. Offer you a lie on simple things. something that is just like, okay, well, I didn't, this is not you're not on trial. So those are my three red flags. Like my main, of course I have many more, but those are my
Right.
main three many red flags in any relationship, a friendship, a significant other, a business, anything. Those are my top three red flags that I'm like, okay. And again, red flags are we call it discernment. So, if you identify with something that just ain't right, if it doesn't add up or doesn't seem right, never allow someone to insult your intelligence.
Right. And
I
because some of the things that we mentioned, like I said, some people don't even know that they're dealing with a situation like this. They don't even know that the red flag has been waved a couple of times. And so
yeah,
they just listened to this podcast today and was like, hold up, wait a minute. I don't hang with my friends no more. Or hold up, wait a minute. I stopped going to church because he don't go to church and
yeah,
he don't like church and blah 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 blah.
yep,
Like you just don't even realize that it's happening because it's emotional. You get emotionally involved with people and you just don't. It's not to
yeah,
say you don't think because we've all been there, done that, but it's a bigger situation. Like you really have to, and if your friend doesn't see it and you see it, please accountability, step up, say something. Just
yeah.
sometimes your friends are definitely not gonna believe you. Some of them are gonna tell you you're just jealous. You don't have a man or blah blah blah. No, you gotta break it down. So I'm like, I don't have a man because I don't want a man, but I don't like this for you. You know what I mean? One of
Right.
my other ones that I didn't mention because I didn't know you was going to do the top three,
Why not?
playing victim, playing the victim. I
Okay.
do not like people that play the victim that actually be out here having people think that someone else is the problem and it's not them. Like I
Wow.
almost got this week with a playing victim situation, and luckily, I'm so much smarter than people try to make you out to be. I'm very professional, intellectual. I'm a mother of six, so they tried me way before you did. So my
Yeah.
thing is just don't play victim. Like, whole another thing, be accountable. Say, hey, I'm not always right. Yeah, I did do this. I started that, or this happened. Don't make it seem like you're always being, people are always picking on you. Things are always happening to you. It's
Yes.
always something going on with you. If it's always like that, then it just might be something wrong with you.
I'm,
Like, I'm
I'm
just saying.
yeah.
Like, this is, and red flags, people, because we are so big on mental health, are red flags for mental health. Like something's going on. People have all of these red flags and do these things because they need help more than you yourself can help them.
Yes. So I took to social media earlier today, and I gathered some other red flags that most people had mentioned.
Okay.
Other one is easily triggered. Someone that's always easily triggered. Like
The
it's,
firecracker.
again, it's yeah, it's always again, and it kind of coincides with like the victim. Like, oh, I'm
Mhm.
this way
Mhm.
because of
Mhm.
my past trauma, and it's like okay, the attention seeker.
How did we forget that person?
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
attention
gosh.
seeker at all costs. Someone that loves attention, needs attention, good or bad.
It's
That is a
always about them.
that's a red flag. The manipulative person, of course, it's Sunday, raining. They'll tell you it's Saturday, snowing. They offer you, the manipulation of just puffing or removing parts of the truth to just benefit them. Just, regular manipulation. Another is for me, but again, I took to social media, but this popped up. I was like, yes, no goals. Someone that has no goals.
Yes.
No goals. Like no, you ask like, what do you plan to do? And I can't stand the question of what is your plans for the next 5 years? Like, some people don't have plans for the year.
Right.
But
Right.
if you have no clue on like what the next part you would like to see yourself in, or it's like
Right.
how am I gonna fit in?
Right, because where do
Um,
you see yourself in the next 5 years? Is like, I don't know, but I know what I'm
yeah,
working towards. Like, I can tell you that, but I don't
right,
know. It might happen tomorrow. I might not need 5 years. So it's like,
right.
I don't like that question either. I'd be like, let me just tell you what I'm working towards, okay? Like
You are
what?
so, um, let's see. Someone that is a judgmental person. Like every
Yeah.
time you go somewhere, and let's just say someone that is pretty or someone that has a nice car or a nice house, they will find something to say negative. Like, oh, she must her boyfriend must sell drugs.
Mm,
Or, just always judging and then also like,
mm,
trying to put someone down, not giving them, anyone besides themselves credit. So like a really judgmental person. And again, I got these things from TikTok. Um, and what else it is? Someone that has no identity. Someone seeks identity. Like, for instance, we all are chameleons. We all adjust according to the room. I always tell my staff
mm,
and my friends, read the room. If you are in a room with bosses, you a boss. Even if you're not a boss, you put yourself up to that title because you want to be a part of that room. However, still have your identity. Still know
mm,
who you are and who you belong to. That is so important because a lot of times we are running behind celebrities trying to be certain. Now, I mean, I love Trina and all, but I know I ain't no Trina.
mm.
I don't got Trina money.
Right.
However, again, so always have your own identity and be able to identify with who you are and your opinions of things instead of always adopting other people's opinions. Um, just always trying to fit in with each person and adjusting your thoughts. Even if
Yes.
you yesterday didn't think that way, today you're thinking that way because someone influenced you or encouraged you to do it. And you kind of, I think I'm breaking up, but you kind of, you admire
Yeah.
them. That you then start to adjust because of them, and you don't
Mhm.
have your own identity. You can't maintain your own true identity of who you are. So that's a red flag in a person. Like I said, whether it's a relationship or if in fact you were just in a business or anything like that, it's just red
Right.
flags.
And with that, tying into that one you mentioned, constant criticism. If you with somebody that's not hyping you up, and they always got a they just want to criticize you on anything, like the outfit that you put on or the weight that you gained, and they don't complain about it, and they wasn't complaining about it, and now they just always criticizing you about it. Um, the
Yeah,
way you dress or
like always just
something.
criticizing everybody. Like it's
Yeah.
nothing nice about like or if it's not everybody, it's every other body, or it's the competition as they see is competition. So many people can identify with competition but can't identify with you know a person that's could be an example, or
Correct.
they just always it's always on a defense, a person that's always on a defense. As soon as you say something they have a rebuttal to say something else opposite. You say right, they'll say left, and then have an argument statement. So it's like, that's
Yes.
a red flag. That's who they are.
Yes.
Again, my grandparents used to say, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. Believe
Mhm.
who they show you, who they are. It's no
Mhm.
joke. They're not playing. That's who they are. So
Yes.
yeah. I feel like with red flags, it'll cost you. It'll cost you a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of mental health. It'll cost you a lot of money if you don't really recognize these red flags and really do something different about it and not just take it as it comes and says, oh, well,
Mhm.
because I'm going to tell you something. And I'm a very understanding and kind person. Um, my therapist, a good girlfriend of mine, she's my therapist, and she broke down to me the difference between nice and kind. It's not good to be nice. Nice is for a clown. To be kind, that means you have boundaries. And when you set boundaries, you won't allow certain things. You won't allow to be put in certain positions. But to be nice, you'll find yourself screwed every time. And it's a
Hmm.
big difference. And she, again, she's my therapist, and that's Nikwana Zimmerman. She'll be on the podcast soon.
I love
But
when she comes.
I love it. Um, but yeah, it's great to identify these red flags and to put a stop to them. Um,
Right. And you said the key thing with to identify the red flags, you should acknowledge the signs always. Back to
mhm.
what you said, set boundaries and make sure you communicate those boundaries with the person that you're setting them with because people can't read your mind. You got to trust
Yeah,
your instincts. Trust your instincts. If it don't feel right, it's probably not right. And most importantly, because we promote helping people, if seek help if you feel
yeah.
unsafe. If the red flags are making you feel unsafe, seek help.
So the good book says, and it's Matthew 15, uh, but Matthew chapter 7, verse 15 through 20, it says you can judge a tree or know a tree by its fruit. And it's true. Um, in other words, based on that person and the history, sometimes you can look back into someone's history and see who they really are, especially if it's a trending set of things that occur, negative or good.
Yeah.
I will say this: my good totally outweighs my negative. I stand on that, and I'm 5 foot, so I'm short. So, with that said, you can always tell someone by their history. Some people even judge people based on their parents sometimes, because it's kind of like that's things you adopt, that's things you inherit,
Hmm.
that's DNA. But you can definitely tell the fruit by the tree. So, yeah, be
Right.
be be mindful of
And
those
you
red
can
flags.
definitely be different because if you know my mom, I'm nothing like my mom. Just saying. Love you, mom, but I'm not like you.
Woo!
Like growing up for me, my one of my red flags with my mom, especially, is she's not very affectionate. So it's like I am very affectionate to my children. So it's a total difference. So like you said, you want to do your research, you want to know where these people came from, but don't over research the subject because you could be wrong because
Study,
you would
study
think that
long, study wrong.
yes, you study long, you study wrong. And
Yes.
communicate. Ask. Like if you setting boundaries and you communicate and just ask. Just be like, hey, you did this yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Um, are you always gonna be checking my phone? Like red flag.
Red flag.
Red
However,
flag.
it's okay to share passwords and PIN numbers because you know that doesn't mean you abuse that, but it's
Now
okay
it's
to share that.
okay to share them voluntarily.
Yes,
But if you
not
going
forcefully.
around trying to figure out the passcode, that's a
That's
red
crazy.
flag. Like
Mhm.
if you keep typing on the screen and locking that person's screen while they sleep, that's a red flag. Like if you up late at night on their social media trying to see who this chick is that liked their picture and commented under
Red
it, that's a
flag.
red flag.
Red flag.
So I just wanted to clarify that because some people gonna get off of here and be like, Marilyn Monroe said, "Give me your password." No, that's not what she said.
It worked for me.
She said that if you both agree and it's something that works in your relationship, then that's what you do. Sometimes people like their own space and their own privacy, and
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. And you should not be getting upset because you can't, because the password is not his birthday or none of his kids' birthdays
Or your birthday or your
or
anniversary.
your birthday. But
And what's her?
it's probably that girl that liked his post birthday.
Probably. It's probably them sevens.
Just
It's probably
saying.
them sevens.
Just saying. Just saying.
Oh,
But yeah, red flags is really serious, guys. I know we're laughing and joking because we're cousins and we're silly and that's what we do and that's what we would do on our phone conversations that we're kind of coming to you and sharing with. But red flags are what they are called. Red flags. Look, everything that's red in real life is a warning.
yes.
Stop sign, red, stop. Like
Yes.
everything that's red is
Yes.
like really means something. Red cars get pulled over more than the rest of us. Just saying.
So there is some more things that I have here. They say excessive jealousy,
Yes.
isolation. You did mention that. Gaslighting.
Yes.
You use a tactic to make your perceptions a lot of times or question your reality. People like basically will act like, no, it didn't happen this way, when it really did, and they make you think that you're tripping, like you're losing your mind. Again, that's insulting your intelligence. You can't always eat what someone gives you.
No.
Y'all heard me. Y'all did I don't know if you went to my Facebook page and listened to the story about Walk and Talk of the peanuts.
If you haven't, please do.
Because you can't always eat what people serve to you. You have to be smart enough to identify or question.
This is so off the topic, but you just gave me the chills because then I thought about it.
Yeah. If you have not already, please listen to my story times, my short story
about
time,
the peanuts.
Walk and Talk about the peanuts. It's freaking in it. That's a real story time.
It's a real story, so that will make you feel like ew. Ew.
So another thing is everything on their terms. So like everything, like it's all about them. It's all on their terms. They make the decisions. They can.
Yeah, we can take that trip when I say so.
Yeah, right. You did mention love bombing. Like I mentioned, lack of accountability for sure. Disrespecting boundaries. Not if someone doesn't want you to come over tonight, then they don't want you to come over tonight. Like
right, like stop being annoying and stop saying why, because you got him over there. Why? Because da 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 da. Red flags.
Yes.
Like you will push somebody away if you keep telling them what they're doing, and they just sitting in the house. I might just be sitting in the house with hair tied, sweatpants, chilling with no makeup on. And that's when I think I'm the prettiest, but I think you're going to take it wrong. Like, I'm just saying. I think you're not going to you're going to come in and be like, oh. And I'm going to be like, see, I said I ain't want company. And you just kept saying, why? Because da da da. And then you find yourself saying, come on over. Because you really don't mean it. But it's just to prove a point. And then you get upset because now you see it's nobody here. I'm the type of person that's gonna be like, now you see it's nobody here. I said I didn't want company. Deuces. Like you still gotta go. So you drove all the way down here for nothing. But I had another one.
Oh,
how they treat others.
Yes.
That's a big one. Like you can learn a lot about a person by watching the way they treat others. Like and it could be red flaggish, and you may know this person and they don't treat you like that. But they treat others in this crazy fashion, disrespectfully, always talking about somebody. So you be like, "Ooh, I know when I'm not around, you talk about me real
good." Or don't let me upset you or tell you something different than what you want to hear, because I will be on your hit list too. So actually, it kind of coincides with what I'm about to say is, and again, I have it printed. This is not me bringing this up, but this says abusive language, but also bad mouthing their ex-friends, ex-boyfriends, ex-whatever. Always bad mouthing them. That's a red flag. I can't hear you. Oh, she about to go in. I guess your Bluetooth.
There we go. I can hear you.
Yes, there we are.
Yes, my Bluetooth died, guys. I'm back. I love it. Technology. I don't really love it, but whatever. But yes. And somebody, I don't know, did we mention anger issues?
No, we didn't. But
anger issues. If you know somebody that's just always getting mad, everything makes them mad. Like that is a red flag, because they're probably going to be physically or mentally abusive later on if they haven't shown it already. Like I get upset, but not like that. Like I don't need to be mad all the time. That's why I don't have no wrinkles, because I don't get mad. I don't get mad.
No Botox or none of that. Just good old,
no.
just So,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
washing your face and a little concealer, a
Yes,
little
yes.
concealer. But let me tell you, it's genetics, honey.
Just
So yeah,
saying. Thank you, mom and dad.
yes, thank you, thank you. So what else we got?
Let's see. Let me see,
So this
because I
is
have
another
wrote some
thing.
down
This is
too. I'm
another
just making
thing.
sure we.
This is another red flag. So let's just say you're out at a restaurant and you are with a friend or a significant other, and they are so rude to the waiters and wait like the staff. They're
I
picky.
hate that.
They nothing is bad like good. Nothing is pleasing to them. They're demanding. They're just rude.
And I hate that. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I've never been a server, but it's clear to know that that waitress has no control over the food that got cooked. That's the chef. That
Yeah.
waitress has no control over the dishes that are at your table. That's the dishwasher. Like,
Yeah.
that person comes to your table, smiles and greets you, and then tells you their name, gets your drink order. Guess what? They don't have nothing to do with your drink if it's flat or if it's not mixed right. They didn't make it. They just walked this stuff to your table. So
Yeah.
please stop disrespecting waitresses, hosts, hostesses, all of that. And just say, can I speak to your manager? Because that's the only
Yeah.
person that's going to be able to help you at this time.
Yeah. People
Like, I
that's
don't like going
providing
out with those
service.
people.
People that are providing service, sometimes it's, they're the front, they're the face, but they're not the
They're not the
ultimate
person you
decision
want.
makers. Right.
And,
Right.
and I really don't like going out with people like that. I will stop
Neither.
going out with people like that.
Yes. I cannot stand someone that doesn't say please, thank you. Just
No.
use basic manners.
And then you don't leave a tip because you
Oh, I
think
tip.
she did it.
Oh,
Like,
I tip.
what?
I
Like,
tip
come
well.
on, man. Some of these waitresses and stuff, they live off of our tips. Like,
Yes,
they
do.
take low paying hourly wages
They
just
do.
to come in there and deal with your angry. Where's the button?
This is another one that's here. It says inconsistent stories or unreliable communication. Someone that stories change slightly, a lot, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just inconsistent. It's not reliable. Someone tells you, "Oh yes, the shop closes at 8 o'clock," and you rush there, and the shop doesn't close until 10. They're just inconsistent. They tell you the information as if they know it, but really
Mm-hmm.
they just aren't certain and they just guess, and then they have you ripping and running and doing unnecessary things, or when storylines change and it's adjusted and it's like, okay, well, I thought you said it was a Friday, and it's just out of a part of manipulation. So that is
And then you
definitely
have immaturity and lack of ambition.
mm-hmm.
I cannot stand somebody that acts so young minded, doesn't have any ambition in their life. Like, you want to sit back and do nothing with yourself. Like, and you have to. Okay, I'm gonna give an example. And I'm always gonna probably use a woman because I'm a woman, so I can always relate to the scenario if I say woman. But
For sure.
somebody, especially a mom, who is sitting around, has no ambition. You're not going to school. You don't have a job. You just collecting from wherever you collect from, or you have a job, but daggone well that job don't bring in enough money to take care of you and yours. Y'all just making it by. But that's it for you. You don't want to do better. You don't want to get better. You go, oh, I'm just going to take my baby daddies off for child support. Or, oh, I'm just going to go down to the welfare office. Like, let me tell you something. I have always been a single mom. Yes, I've gotten the medical assistance and the stuff like that, but I've never taken any of my children's father for child support because I have a lot of ambition. I always worked, I always got out there, did what I had to do to take care of my kids. Why? Because they're my kids and I had them. Like, lack of ambition rubs off on your kids. Like,
True.
You're gonna grow up with a whole bunch of little red flaggers. Like, and guess what? Their spouses or significant others are gonna be shipping them back home to you. Your kids ain't never gonna leave home.
Jesus. Lord, get them gone.
You're
Get
gonna be
them
stuck with them
gone.
forever if you raise little red flaggers.
Get them kids gone. Yeah, so that's the ones that I have. And this is like a part one of Red Flag because Rim, our other 1/3 of Culture Club, she is at a football game tonight. Her son is playing football, so she's not able to join us, but she totally wanted to be a part of this Red Flag conversation. Um, and yeah, for sure. So what else? I don't have anything else that social media has said um, about red flags. That's pretty much it. But I do know you have some questions from my email. Some
Well,
questions.
because we have not done scenarios in a while, and I know we do
That's
have
perfect.
scenarios just sitting in the inbox, and I'm so sorry, guys. We will work on that. We'll probably try to do maybe like we'll do a show and shorten the show a little bit to at least do one or two scenarios so
Yeah,
we can get some of them out of the way because I actually love scenarios
she
because
does.
it be the bomb.com.
She does. She loves the
So
scenario.
I do because like Cardi B, am I the drama? Just saying.
I need to hear that song, but okay.
So this is from Tiffany from Boston, and I'm gonna start
Yes.
at the end. She says, "Thank you, Culture Club, and happy 1 year anniversary." So that is a fan. That's what she said at the end. But I wanted to say it first because her scenario is like so like after I'm done reading it sounds kind of awkward to say thank you and to congratulate us for our 1 year anniversary. Like,
Oh,
no. So Tiffany from Boston says she has a homeboy who constantly goes out of his way to irritate his ex. They were together for 7 years, in which, mind you, no one ever thought they would separate. Now that they have, and we are here, he won't let her move on peacefully. He knows her schedule and often pretends to ironically be at a place she's at or waits for her to leave to act like he's running into her. I forgot to mention they broke up 2 years ago. He still has yet to move on. She has tried. He has went out of his way to contact her new to tell him what kind of woman he has. Example, she doesn't like to cook, she likes to argue, she doesn't hold a job, etc. Her new dude simply said, maybe with you, but with me, she's different, and left it at that. That was fuel to his fire because he now leaves notes on her car disrespecting her, and he's even went on social media to bash her. Please help me in her defense. Watching his actions, he probably made her give up on them and stop doing things for him when she mentally checked out of the relationship.
uh-huh.
How do I call him out as a friend watching his anger and obsession with her? I don't want to push him over the edge. That's big because she's definitely saying that I guess she kind of fell into the role of believing her friend and thinking that this girl was a trash girlfriend for real. And she's like now in her defense after watching his actions with her, she probably mentally checked out a long time ago. So what
Yeah.
would you say to Tiffany? How would you tell her to approach her friend who is going crazy over this girl and bashing her and all that stuff?
I understand. I,
No, no
Tiffany, I
pun
understand.
intended. Like for
No pun
real.
intended. I understand, Tiffany. But no, for real. For real. All jokes aside. All
Oh
jokes
my
aside.
god.
I think it's important to be, and I think we had a kind of a question like this before. I think it's important to um, be comfortable with being able to communicate with a friend. If it's a true friend, you need to be comfortable to let them know when it is or what it is that they're doing wrong, or and say, hey, you know, I noticed you had this obsession, or you've been spending so much time on focusing on past um, the past relationship and focusing on this, you know, your ex's whatever, I think you should really like let it go. And let's move forward. Let me help you move forward. What can I do? Let's start doing trips. Let's do a book club. Let's whatever. I think it's important to, you know, call them out on it in the most loving, respectful way. And to offer them, you know, maybe a resource or solution to getting past being stuck. Sometimes, you know, with trauma, trauma as in, it doesn't always have to be like you being the victim, but trauma as in things that happen in life. I think a lot of times people get stuck at that stage of the trauma. You know, you ever met someone that is like 40 years old and acts like they're 15? They have a mindset like they're 15, like, you know, because a lot of times it's something happened during that year or that time in their life.
I thought you was ready to say when they was 15. Something happened when they was 15 and they got stuck.
Yeah. Around in that age time frame, they got stuck. So a lot of times mentally, they don't think and function and operate the way that, you know, a mature way, the most mature way. So my suggestion is really, if you have a friend, if you are a friend, a true friend, it should be the most loving, comfortable way to tell your friend, hey, look, I noticed you having trouble with this. I know you're having a time. Let's push past this because I notice you're stuck. And I don't want you to be stuck 10 years from now. I don't want you to be so stuck that you can't move forward and you drive yourself more, you know, crazy.
Right.
And let me say this. I had a conversation with my therapist, and her and I spoke, and she asked me, she said, well, have you met, you know, your ex's new friend? And I said, no. I said, to be honest with you, I have no desire to be a part of that. That is his new life. That's his new time. Everyone is different versions of themselves with different people. It's just the chemistry. It's just like science. You know, you mix this with that, you get green. You mix this with that, you get, you know, an explosion. You know, so a lot of times the chemistry of it all, of different people, sometimes can really balance and be a great fit. And I, as an ex, will not compromise my ex moving forward, or even it being uncomfortable, because let's just say she says something to me about something and I totally disagree. And my true reaction comes out and I'm like laughing or, you know, making a face. And then she starts to think about like, well, did he do something to you? I don't want to compromise that. Like I don't need to be a part of or to block anyone's blessing, because I have to be able to receive mine. So
right. Well, that's how I feel too. I don't want to be cool with my ex's new person because why? Like, what we hanging together for? What we going out together for? Like, you don't know how I felt about that person. Only that person knows how I felt about them. And sometimes to watch that person be a different version of themselves for the new person. No, thank you. Save
really?
it. I don't need to see that because
I don't mind seeing it. I think like I don't mind like I would totally
no, because I feel like I
but I
prepped
don't
you
want
for
to.
that.
I don't want it to be a later on assumption of the way I react on something, and then she takes it as like I don't think she agrees. You know, like it becomes confusing, and then you kind of get yourself pushed in confusion with your ex, and they're like, I could totally be friends, but again, I just don't want that.
I don't want to be friends.
I could do it, but I just at the same time, I don't think, especially
I've
though everything ended.
I've
I'm not
actually
gonna hate her.
physically
I'm like,
fought.
hey, Miss Parker.
I've actually physically fought my ex's new person. So like, no, like, cause some new people are too pushy. They kind of like push their way into the situation, like almost as if like, ha, he chose me. Like, or maybe he chose you because I unchose him. So it's like, Nah, like some new people want to compete all the time, and there's no competition. The only competition I have is myself. So
Right.
I'm not
Absolutely.
competing with no chick over no dude. Like what
Real
you were saying
deal.
for Tiffany's situation, which you when you said you brought up a really good point when you named all those things to do. I was exactly gonna say distract your friends, sign y'all up for something, and just take the person. Give
Yeah.
that person something else to think about for a little bit. I mean, they might catch on to you and they might not. They may actually genuinely enjoy whatever you picked out for them to do, because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like
Too
he
much
got
time on
so used
hands.
to he had a girlfriend at one point,
Yeah.
and now he don't, and he got all this time on his hands, and he feels like if he ruins what she has, she might come back. Well, newsflash, buddy, she's not gonna come back. You're still gonna be by yourself, but you're gonna have to do this all over again to her new person. So
Oh, okay.
just saying, he
Just
always gonna be leaving notes on the car.
that's
Oh
intrusive. That's intrusive. Like,
yeah, don't leave no note on my car.
let me tell you something. It's a
If
thin line. It's a thin line about
yeah,
everything. It's a
if
thin
you
line.
follow me all the way to this location to put a note on my car, you better walk inside wherever I'm at and say, "I'm here. Can I talk to you?"
Right. That's
Like what?
harassing. That's stalking. That is, and it's intrusive. It is to do that. So yeah, it's important to be a friend. It is. It's important by all means to be a friend and identify what your friends are struggling with, even if you think it's silly. But if you know your friend is struggling with, moving forward or whatever, just seriously be a friend and talk to them and say, hey, I think you better let it go. It looks like another love. TKO.
Get Sandman. Woo!
Next.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Clean that
Well, I
stage.
picked one more
Okay.
because this one is from Anonymous from South Carolina. I
Shut
have a
up.
friend. I have a friend, and he never treats when we go out and often waits for us to get somewhere to basically be broke. Yes, he has a job. This has been my homeboy for over 10 years. He just started acting like this a few months ago. Help me break this broke behavior before it affects our friendship. Why don't these people like to talk to their friends?
I don't know. I
Something
think
weird
people,
is
I
going on
think
here.
people are scared
I mean, maybe,
because my thing is
maybe these friends possess some red flags
maybe, but I
and they
think
don't want to set them off.
sometimes you talk to who you think you are on a level with, or sometimes you talk to people that um some people are intimidated to talk to the person they need to talk to.
And that could be it. That could be it. Some people like, I guess we're saying that because for one, we're on a podcast, publicly speaking. And for two, both of our careers, we have to stand in front of people all the time. We have to jump on a call all the time. And 9 times
Court,
out of 10, I just
judge.
met this person today.
Mhm.
Like I get on, I introduce myself, hey, how you doing? And I'm just meeting these people and I'm expected to have a whole conversation.
Yeah.
So I can talk. So I guess I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to apologize. I don't want to speak up for you and say, why are you afraid to talk to your friends? Because I do get it's not easy to talk to everybody. But tell
But
your
it's
friend to watch
that's
this episode.
yeah, but it's
Stop.
sad. Like, people are afraid to talk to the people that they need to talk to. Sometimes they release
Yes.
on people that they feel like um is just, I don't know. They're not
You
gonna
got
get the
people that are
response.
afraid to talk to their kids and tell their kids, like, you're not moving in the
Tough
right direction.
conversations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough conversations. And
We
it
got
is.
maybe we
Sometimes it's
should maybe that
hard.
should be a conversation with the therapist. We should ask her about that. Why people always calling us to tell us about their friends and they don't want to say nothing about their friend to their friends.
Somebody said, if you my bruh, I'ma holler at you. Like if I mess with you, if I rock with you with friends, I'ma like have this
As you
conversation.
should.
It's
As you
important to.
absolutely should. Don't have your bro out here leaving notes on this girl car and you don't know
No.
who is in her circle now. Your bro might something might go down. Like
Or somebody might come to their car letting off.
I'm just saying it's a lot of concealed carry states that have different rules and regulations. I know what goes on in my state, but be
Yep.
careful out there. Don't be messing with people because Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Hey,
We don't promote no violence.
I just came through. He said, "Greetings, beautiful people," and I always was returning back with "Greetings, beautiful king." Thank you for joining and coming on. We are at the tail end. We ended our conversation regarding red flags.
So
This
make
is
sure
a
you
part.
go back and watch it.
This is a part
And
one
put some
of
comments on it.
red flags. Next conversation more probably be like a testimony of some red flag situations, storylines, something like that. But
Ooh, I
right now
got
we
some
are
of
going
those
through our questions from our email, and
scenarios.
the importance to actually have conversations with your friends, or to pull your friends up on some things they need to hear, some tough
Mm-hmm.
conversations. If your friend is tripping, is wrong, please tell them. Please tell
Right,
them. It'll save them
like this
humiliation.
broke friend we got here. Let me tell you something, broke friend. You got a job. Don't
Oh,
come out the house thinking that you always supposed to. Cause let me tell you something. I'm not a drinker. So my friends that drink, drinks cost a lot of money. Like the money
okay.
they pay for one drink, I could go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff from the liquor store and mix it myself. I'm just saying. So when I get the bill and I'm treating, and you now I got like $100 worth of drinks because it's like 4 of us, and then the food. I'm not complaining, but you best believe you better flip it back when we go out because I don't even drink. So
Yeah.
no, I get it. Like I get this person's frustration. Like we come out and you want to act like you left your
Stop going
wallet at
out with
home.
them. Stop going out with them. Stop hanging out with them. Or if you go out with them, you get rang up first and
Right.
let them figure it out. Stop
Or
doing it. Stop
when
putting
as
yourself
soon
in a
as the
position and
person
then
comes to
asking
your
why is it
table,
happening.
as soon as the person comes to your table to take your order, say this is gonna be separate checks.
Oh, let me tell you, my mother does. My mother is famous for that. My mother
I
will
did not
say
expect you to
separate
say
order. She will tell it before the waitress even gets the drink order.
that.
I will be on a separate check.
And you said, "Can I get a water?" She said, "We on separate."
She will tell, yes, before we enter, she is announcing I will on a separate check. Yes, she does.
It's like, dang, Mom, can you give me a chance to
Can we
say
get
I
in the
got
building?
this? You like
Can we get
separate checks.
seated? Can I get a drink of water? She's off the top. This is separate. I'm separate.
I love
She's
it.
known for that.
So
Hit
see,
the like button, subscribe, comment for sure. Comment your red flags. Won't you post some comments of your red flags in
and if
dating,
you have a
in
testimony,
relationships?
let us hear it.
Yeah, comment what's some of your red flags. Let us know. We'll bring it back up and talk about it. But was that the last one you had?
That was, I only picked 2 because I did not actually expect the red flag episode to go over like that. I thought we was gonna have to time fill, so that's why I picked some scenarios.
Well, I want to take a moment, and of course, I always support. I think I have a $500 budget a month to support local businesses, friends. There's so many friends that have businesses and things like that. I'm big on support because that's a part of love, share love, and my thing is that's a part of offering and me offering back and donating back. So I think it's important. But I finally got my book. My book is called My Body, My Choice, My Big Brave Voice. This is by author Kelly K. Queen, my homegirl that will be joining me on the Sister Sunday Swagger magazine segment that I have. But this is her book. She's an author, a children's book author. This is her first book. This is a book about advocating for, abuse or unwarranted touches and things like that, sexual abuse, trafficking. And this is an empowerment and healing book for children. So if you have little people in your life, make certain that you get a few of these books because it's definitely worth it. It's definitely just it's important for them to know and learn. And actually, it's an easy, quick read. I actually read it right before the podcast because I got it in the mail like 2 days ago. But a lot of times I get things in the mail and I never open them right away. So I opened it before this podcast. But yes, please cop this. It's on Amazon. It's super easy, a great read, and it's very informative for your little people. So please cop this book. I also want to announce a future giveaway. I will be giving away some products. I went to about 2 Sundays ago. I went to a pharmacy party, and I ordered quite a bit. Quite a bit. Shamefully enough, I ordered so much. So I will be giving away a set of, let's see, it's a 3-part set. And the 3-part set is a shea and almond scrub, lotion, and moisturizer set. 3 parts. This is brand new. I haven't opened it. Again, a lot of times I order and buy stuff with the intention on giving it away as a gift, or now that we have Culture Club, I can offer it to a wonderful
Ashy person. I mean,
yeah, it's nice to be nice. It's nice to give away and do things.
What if we know somebody that's ashy and we just pick them and send it to them?
Yes, I will be giving away this 3-piece set, brand new, hasn't been opened, and actually probably some more stuff, because I do get quite a bit of stuff that I do get for free, but I also purchase a lot of things to help and support culture. So again, my good outweighs my bad.
Before we get off, I would like to say, this is a disclaimer from Miss Green Eyes that I do not promote violence or anything, but I also do not promote social media bullying. So with that being said, it's a very serious thing going around where people jump on posts, make videos, jump in your DMs and say stuff to try to bully people or make people think that other people are saying things about them. It's not cool. So I am a professional, I'm grown, and I don't condone social media bullying, but I do condone real life conversations. Like if you want to pick up the phone and call somebody and ask them these questions, or have an adult conversation about what may be bothering you, then let's do that. But did I make myself clear? Just saying. That was my disclaimer. I had to say it. I'm getting so tired of social media bullying, and especially amongst us, the elder generation. Like, come on, we too old for that. Like, our kids shouldn't even be going through it. But at this point, only my grandson should be experiencing social media bullying, because it should be at that low of an age level. It shouldn't be when you get to your teenage adult years. You know what I'm saying? And my grandson won't experience it because he's not on social media or allowed to have an electronic device. But I just wanted to throw it out there.
I think it's important to, especially at our big grown age, to utilize social media for the intention, the right intention. And that's to advertise, publicize, network,
and have fun.
Yourself and have fun. Absolutely, reconnect, to meet new people, all the positive things. And it's because there's so many stories on social media that I've seen this past week. I saw the assistant principal, and her mom sitting in the car. Her ex-husband or husband shot and killed them both, and then turned the weapon on, unalived them both, and then turned the weapon on himself. It's just so many negative things that are going on social media that, let's get back to the core reasons of what social media can be for. And that's just to have a good time, to market, to do business. And it's social media. So if in fact something is posted, then guess what? It's available to be seen. You're offering it. So, I mean, I agree.
That's what content creating is. Like,
content creator. But, Culture Club definitely supports and pushes no bullying, as well as good mental health, or getting in a place where you have better mental health. So it's important, because we love you, like truly, truly, truly love everyone. Of course, that doesn't mean they love you bad, but we love you.
Right. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We don't promote violence.
It's Friday night. I'm going to change my team repping attire, because I have a date.
I have a date with work, so I'm going to change my team repping attire, because where I work, they all like the demanders. I mean, the commanders.
Yeah, I don't with them either. But yeah, so that culture, we
love you.
And tonight, We love you, like truly, truly. It
Truly.
takes a good heart to really still love in this day and time. We love you, despite it all. But with that said, I love you, cousin.
I love you
Tonight,
too. Peace up.
peace
A-Town down.
out. That part. Sorry, now. That's the sound of the bees. That's the sound of the bees. Sound of the bees. Sound of the bees. Hey, 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 hey.
Now I don't even want to go to work. I want to go to the club. Thanks. All right, everybody. We're out. Love you.